Mark had always been fascinated by how things were built. As a child, while other kids played with toys, he built tiny worlds, elaborate ant farms, intricate model trains weaving through hand-carved tunnels, and miniature landscapes for his bonsai trees. His imagination was endless. He never imagined that one day he'd bring one of his creations to life, on a real scale. Years later, after working a dull office job for most of his adult life, Mark decided it was time to do something for himself, something real. He wanted to build a small house entirely with his own hands. There was only one problem. Mark had zero experience in construction. Still, he was determined. He bought a small piece of land near a quiet lake surrounded by thick greenery. The spot was perfect, peaceful, isolated, and beautiful. He could already imagine himself sitting on the porch, drinking coffee while the sun rose over the water. Mark refused to hire any help. He wanted this to be his work. Every nail, every board, every brush of paint. He started from scratch, learning through old books, online tutorials, and pure instinct. It wasn't easy. His first attempts at laying the foundation were crooked. Walls leaned slightly. The roof didn't align perfectly. But Mark didn't give up. Day after day, he worked from dawn to dusk, sometimes sleeping in a tent beside the construction site. Rain poured, tools broke, and exhaustion often took over. Mark kept going. Slowly, his creation began to take shape. After several months of relentless effort, the little house was complete. It wasn't big or luxurious, but it was perfect in its own way. Cozy, warm, and full of character. Everything inside was hand-built. The shelves, the bed, even the kitchen counter. Mark stood by the lake one evening, watching the reflection of his handmade home shimmer on the water's surface. He smiled with pride. To celebrate, he decided to stay the night inside for the very first time. But that night, something strange happened. As the clock struck midnight, Mark was awakened by faint creaking sounds, the kind a house makes when it settles. He brushed it off, thinking it was just the wind. But the noises grew louder, like footsteps moving across the wooden floor. He grabbed his flashlight and looked around, but no one was there. The door was locked from the inside. Then he noticed something chilling. The chair he had placed near the window was now facing him. Mark's heart pounded. Whispered, "Hello?" Got no response. Only the faint echo of his own voice bouncing off the handmade walls. Next morning, when he stepped outside, he noticed something even stranger. Fresh footprints in the soft dirt leading away from the house toward the lake. There was only one set, his. This day, Mark swears that on calm nights, when the moonlight hits the lake just right, he can see the reflection of someone else standing in the window of his little handmade home. Like and subscribe for more amazing story.